The show in down there, Bubbles. Hey, we're live. Hey, good morning. It's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I hope you're doing well. As soon as I say I'm doing a thing, this one, she comes over. Bubbles. Hi, Bubbles. Say hi, Bubbles. Oh, poor baby. Yeah, there's Bubs. Jerry's on my lap here. He's just cuddling with me. I don't know what you want, Bubbles. Bubbles apparently wants attention. Only when I go live on this show. Anyway. I want to talk motivation today. Okay, we're going to get a divergent path off the typical. And would you stop moving the camera? The divergent path of Agile and Scrum and a practical and technical way. It's kind of like for you, me, value, what we are as people, and where we want to go. And I want to talk about this. I met a young gentleman, I guess a young man, young kid to me. He's like 18, practicing hockey while I was walking the dog at 5:30 a.m. And I had to stop by and ask him questions. So I want to share what we talked about a little bit and the conversation. And he said he wanted to be the best. And that's why he's out there every day. He told me at 4 o'clock a.m. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. Put me to shame. I get up at 5, but he's up at 4 out there already practicing. So I get a long ways to go. I should learn something from this 18-year-old. So we're going to talk about that today. And this is the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show where we talk about Scrum and Agile in a practical and tactical sense. But today we're going to talk about motivation, just goals, getting there, things like that. That we kind of talk all around it. But I'm going to use this kid's response to summarize a lot of this stuff. So with that, I'm just going to go right into it because I'm kind of late today and I got a meeting in a little bit. So we got to get going. So I'm out walking the dog. I've seen this kid a few times practice in early morning, and I've noticed it. And I'm like, okay. And now my kid's playing his hockey, and I'm like, okay. So I had Jerry dog here who was sound asleep. But did Jerry? I have Jerry dog. Oh, drop your squirrel. Sorry, there. Let me get your squirrel for you. There, he's got a squirrel. He's happy. Well, he has a squirrel. We were walking and I saw him and I figured I would walk back. If he was still there, I was going to talk to him. So I went over and talked to him the other day. And it was about 5:30 a.m. because I was out walking Jerry at 5 and getting stuff done. I'm like, okay, let me talk to him. So I said, what you doing? He says, I'm practicing hockey. Obvious, right? He's outdoor. There's no ice, no nothing, just in the street thing. And I should mute this sucker. All we need is that to go off, right? So he's at the person. I say, I'm like, why are you out here though? Why are you out? Because he's like, because I want to be the best at my position. I want to be the best hockey player. And he's 18. I said, well, how long have you been playing hockey? It's like 5 years. So that means he started at age 13, right? He decided he really likes hockey and he wants to be the best there is. He's now 18. I think he wants to try out for some of the teams, professional teams, stuff like that. But I'm like, okay. I said, what time do you start? He's like, I'm usually out here about 4 a.m. and then I go to another rink. Anywhere I get ice time, I'm out there on ice. I was kind of impressed. But he's really been out there because the next day I took Eddie, my son, the co-host, who has the 14 million views on his little show, and just to meet him. And just ask questions and introduce him and ask him some questions. I might try to work out a deal with the guy. Maybe he can coach my kid. I'll give him some money, just some hockey money because hockey's expensive. So you get some ice time or whatever. And just give him tips and training for maybe a week or something. So I interrupt his training. But I was really impressed. The kid really wants it. Kid's up at 4 a.m. in the morning out there. He said he used to get up earlier, but he realized he needed sleep, which is important, which we talk about on the show too, that you should get home, go to sleep, not work those crazy hours. But his passion that he had, that he wanted to be the best at hockey. And it came from his heart. It wasn't some made up logo made by some company or corporate culture or something like that. He really wanted to be the best hockey player. He's out there working the stick just for hours. I don't know how long. Maybe I'll ask him, how long are you out here? 2 hours? So maybe he's out there for 2 hours from like 4 something to 6 something every day, just working on stick handling. He's got his roller blades, he's rolling around, and he's got everything, and he's just practicing, visualizing in his head what he's going to do. And I just thought it was amazing. And it just put me to shame because Because sometimes I'll be honest with you, I haven't been getting up and the passion hasn't there. But if the 18-year-old kid sees the passion, why can't I? Why can't you have the passion to grow and work at what your craft is, to be that professional? He's up at, no, he's working out at 4 a.m. in the morning at age 18 to do what he wants to do. I think that's amazing. And he really impressed me. Anybody who can do that, to say, I want to be the best at my skill, my craft, and be up there and practice it, it's pretty cool. And the one thing I want to say about that, and even I need to take some classes, because I want to take some different classes in areas of Agile and Scrum and coaching and enterprise stuff and transformation that I haven't really taken before, to learn a couple new things. There's absolutely nothing. And then people ask me, why do you have so many certs? I don't have anything. Why do you have so many certs and all? Because every year I would go get trained. I would take a training in something I didn't know, to grow my skill set, right? Because I want to be a professional too. And I don't see anything wrong with that. And I see so many people, oh, I don't need any training, I shouldn't go out. I'm like, you need to go out and get trained by other people and outside your organization, so you can learn from other people and what their experiences are. One of my favorite things about coaching people is when I coach people, I get all their experiences too. Not just my personal experience, but I hear their experiences, and that helps me become a better person too. I grow exponentially. So none of it just my personal experience was one. So when I coach 10 people, I get 10 times the experience every week of what's going on in Agile and Scrum. And I try to relate a lot of that stuff in this show. So, but I want to give kudos to that kid. I gotta work. I gotta find some. I gotta do some work with this kid. I'll tell you one thing. I might hire him for something. If this hockey thing doesn't go, if he has that much passion in doing stuff, dude, I'll hire him for anything. I don't care if he can bring that kind of passion to what I do, to anything that he wants to do. I'm up for it, you know. So anyway, I just thought I want to share that with you. Just an 18-year-old kid out there at 4 a.m. in the morning, practicing and getting better at his craft, because he wants to be the best at it. And I wanted to share that. I don't know about you, but it put me to shame. It's like, dude, I have no excuse not to get up at 5 a.m. in the morning and get this stuff going. Get up a little bit before 5, make sure I go to bed early, get that sleep like he said, because it's good, especially when you're old like me, you need to sleep. But to see a young kid out there gave me hope that there are all people out there who really want to be the best. And the ones that just talk about it versus the ones who do it like this kid. There's a lot of people that talk out there that don't know what the hell they're talking about. But there's those people out there that practice it every day and work on their craft and work in the trenches and just do the grind, that will be the best one day, or are the best. I actually think he's probably one of the best just from the attitude. But I wish him luck. Anyway, wanted to share that with you, a little story about goal setting, figuring out your goal and working towards your goal. It's just not going to happen. Well, it could happen by chance. You could win the lottery, but most people don't, right? You got to work at it. And the fact that they're practicing he's out there at 4 a.m. every day, makes all this other stuff like easy peasy, right? So I wish you best. Have a happy Friday. Happy scrumming. Right, Bubs? Bubs says goodbye. You want to say goodbye to everyone? Come here. You want to say goodbye? No? Okay. She doesn't know what she wants. Anyway, take care. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Bye. See ya.